G'day everybody. I want to talk about people that get stuck in fixed ways. They're hard to get out of. They're fixed in it. It's like people who get used to taking off your shoes when you enter the house. You end up taking off your shoes all the time. You get fixed to doing something. So when it comes to God and in the Bible about looking after your body, right? What do we hear most that religions will throw at you if you do because of your body? So that is what? Alcohol, taking prescription drugs altogether. They're the main things that they'll say you're failing because you're not looking after your body and your mind. And they're right, 100% right, because you're not 100% you see. And so to be 100% you all the time and be 100% happy and 100% focused and 100% real is that you got to be you, not on anything, right? And be this healthiest you. Like when it comes to not looking after your body, that's also involved in the technology you have around, what things you use it, what waves is that sending over there, right? That's harming you. You're harming your body. You're allowing it. You're living there. So to God, you go, well, you're harming your body, so and they're harming their body by a smoker, but they're away from the waves, but they're both harming their body. So they both can't say that they're not, you see. But the one with the waves that lives in the waves area will say, oh no, I'm not a non-smoker and I eat healthy. Um, I'm all right. I'm looking after my body. No, you're not, because you're getting these waves. You're dying. You'll get cancer earlier. You're not looking after your body. You're not researching to see if you are. You're not debating to make sure you're not getting these illnesses caused by things. You're eating food that you think is healthy but has chemicals in it because companies want to make things last longer or be cheaper. You see? So, how do you become not hypocritical when it comes to when you talk to people? Are you looking after your body? Because, as far as I'm concerned, there's barely anybody out there that are looking after their body. For real. You'd have to live out in the bush, be away from all these waves and bad things that are causing problems, and are still in science mode, right? So you all like the tools, so you live by the tools, you die by the tools, until you get used of the tools. Little babies is coming in, you see? Or you don't worry about the tools, your family don't have to suffer and die by it like some of them will, and you can live away from it and you wouldn't worry about that part, you see? So if you live around bad people and you don't stop it and you can't figure it out and you just let it go, well, you're going to live by dying by bad people as you haven't solved the problem, you see. So never be hypocritical out there is my main point about, oh, we're not going to help them or they're not that good because they're not looking after themselves. I hear that one all the time. Right? But there's a reason for a lot of things why people are doing things. And if people can explain, well, I have to do this, this is why I'm doing this is helping me because I haven't found something better, then they're still doing the right thing. They're doing the best they can. But if you can find things you can do better and you can do it and so on, and you're not, well, then you're definitely just being that person that wants to smoke and you know it's bad, but you'll still smoke anyway. You just like smoking. You're in a habit. You're fixed. Like people growing up in religion, they can become more fixed, right? And not looking after your body is also mental. So if you get right and wrong advice and listen to that and know it's wrong and keep going, that's also not looking after your body, as you'll cause things that might get you into a fight and so on. You see, not be in the right area, now you're gonna be poor because you're mentally not right. There's lots of ways to look at it. It's like How far do you look at things? Do you just go, let's check out the dictionary's got the same, we'll just go with that? Or do you think more about it? Definitely when it comes to subjects that can be many, many different ways of seeing it and explaining it. Instead of just picking on something and judging it. That's what most people do out there. They just pick on their agenda. They get their agenda and they'll pick on something. I don't like smoking, so I'm going to tell you why smoking's bad. God doesn't like you because you smoke. You'll probably die of cancer. That'll be your fault because you're a smoker. Oh, okay then. Did you know if we go with that same theory with other things, you're on the same boat? They don't think of that. All they think of is the attack on the subject they want to do on. And don't even think straight on it either. They just have their opinion. And so when arguments or conversations go down like that, they're going to be big ones. As you've got to try to change their opinion. It's not about who's right and who's wrong and science and what we know so far. They'll go, yeah, but they'll also have their opinion. So you've got to change that. And if you don't change their opinion, well, you're going to have a battle about what you're talking about over and over and over again. It may never end, as they will never change their opinion as they grew up with it. Maybe most of their life they've already had it, and so it's hard to change it. It doesn't feel good knowing that you're wrong. Is it just better to be with everyone else and say that they're wrong, you see? And anyway, it's always up to yourself to look after yourself. We always try your best. Not we always. You always will try your best. I need another drink now. My mouth's getting all dried up and cloggy and phlegmy. So words in the end, if you talk too long, can get a bit funny like that. But we all do that too. I'm just talking about I can do it more often, as phlegm can make your mouth dry up a bit if you don't have a drink after coughing up. But what I'm trying to say mostly is don't pick on other people about what they do to their body. That's the least problem we have in this world. It's the least on the list. I'm trying to talk about people not looking after themselves. Yes, that's fair enough. It is wrong to eyes God. But that's the least on the list. It's right down. It's the least problem. Right? It's way down there. First, you'll have all these other things that God will charge you to do. Right? Like I've talked about when it comes to solving crimes and that, you go from the highest up if you can and down. And it's the same with drugs, because you want to get rid of the biggest problem and down, right? And as you get rid of a problem, they will slowly downgrade too. So it's good for people to change. But if you go from the lowest to the highest, well, good luck changing the people from the top and so on. It's not going to work. There's better ways of doing systems, right? And seeing things and saving money, stuff like that. Just click on the mouse and it will stop. Yep, thank you. Anyway, I nearly had another interruption. It's happened now for 2 days. For some reason, interruption's the thing at the moment, so sorry about that. As certain things can't help but keep doing things and then things pop up. But when it comes to looking after yourself, do it when you can. But the first thing you need to do before I leave subject is you need to be kind to people. That's what God wants you to do the most. Be kind, listen, respect. Someone asks you something, they don't want to have to keep saying, here's one that's popping up now. What God gives us science. They don't want to have to keep saying, where's my respect? How many times do I have to say that? You know, you do this with your kids. Humans take ages to change. We're not smart like animals. Animals have a quick instinct. They have a quick life. You'd be quite surprised how they live. They live a different way than us. We're different. We're slow as shit, but we live long. And we can be quick. It depends on how we're programmed and the way we're programmed. How we can learn and get along and how we're rewarded. Right? It all fits in. Reward, effort, and do, right? And punishment. Because without these things, people will repeat and repeat, and they don't even know why. And you know why they don't even know why they keep doing the same thing? It's because they haven't been programmed yet. Their thoughts is not constantly going, hang on, I'm going to make sure I'm quiet this time. Hang on, I'm going to... And kids, they take ages for that. They'll do bits of it off and on. You can even have adults who say the same thing in the job. They're off and on. This is the program. Because they're not completely there yet, people who are off and on. Until all of a sudden, after a year, be like, I haven't seen them off and on. They're there now, you see. Till then, they're not there. And they'll be in their own bubble. Everyone's in their own bubble of education. See? It's what you call your own bubble. Huh? And everyone has their own top opinions of what they think is important. Right? So one person might not have had fun at the moment, so they think fun's important at the moment. Fair enough, and so on. But you won't have to try to teach them when they just think fun's important, the most important thing to do. They go, yeah. No, I want to have fun. The teaching's not fun. No. Huh? And so when they get to the part after fun and they hurt themselves having fun and shit, they might go, shit, I need to learn. Just having fun is not good without knowledge. Maybe I didn't have enough knowledge. So now I'm going to go back to school, back to learning, back to trying to get some more knowledge so I can go back to fun again. Because I've got all these groups that don't like me or certain things I can't get along with as I'm not knowledgeable enough. And I thought it was just fun at this moment. And I did have a bit of fun, but I went too far. We all been there. Anyway, I just thought I'd talk about what's most important when it comes to the eyes of God out there, and that's truth and honesty and do unto others that you wish to be done unto you, right? Will be done. Just fair. And it's not that hard. And everyone will be different to doing that because they'll be in a different part. So a person who yells at you, right, might get yelled at a lot, might even don't mind to be yelled at. And so that you'll find out who they are. So that's the doing on, right? Everyone will do that first, and that's how we find out who we are. And then we move on to, should we be around this area because you're different than me? Should we just not talk? And so on. Because if you've got nothing nice to say, you shouldn't say anything at all. If you don't like the animal, just leave it alone. Have a good one, everybody, and see ya.